So, hi dear Taurus, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a mid monthly journal reading for all the Taurus Sun, Moon, Venus rising from today till the end of this month, August 2025. It's just a journal reading. This is not a love reading or career or anything specific. Just you can connect with any area of your life through this reading, okay? Don't try to fit yourself forcibly into the reading if it is not resonating, not yours. Want to be a reader like me? You can purchase my courses. Links are given below in the description box for tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass. For personal reading and healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. So let's start. Overall energy for Taurus people for the rest of the month of August 2025 is, let's see what we have. We have the Ten of Pentacles. You are going to be very focused on creating generational wealth here. You are going to be very focused on your money, job, career, and those people, those energies that are super close to you, like immediate family or people who are like family to you. Okay, it's basically typical Taurus energy of wanting to have stable, safe, secure environment for themselves and the people whom they care for and love. Okay, and you are going to be extremely focused on your money, job, career, finances, and you want to create some kind of generational wealth kind of a system that's going to be there even if you are not going to be there. That's typical Taurus energy that you're showing me today, that okay Anjali, all I want is money, all I want is stability, all I want is a good future, stable, safe and secure future money wise, right? And I want to take care of my family and people who are like family to me because it's very important for me. Got it, honey. Let's see what was happening in the recent past for you guys, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles, again, typical Taurus energy. You were very focused on creating something, maybe a business or job or career opportunity that you took, or you were trying to create that kind of opportunity for yourself so that you can have a financially abundant future. You were taking care of yourself, you were taking care of all the stability kind of portion, and it's like even though it's a very positive card, seems like you were forcing yourself to focus on this direction too much. We will clarify these cards. Currently we have the Knight of Wands. You are getting a lot of enthusiasm, lot of this passionate kind of energy of let's do this, let's do that, let's explore this option, let's explore this option, to create more and more in your life. By the end of this month we have the Five of Pentacles. You might be a little bit upset by things not going the way they should, or maybe it's going to, some kind of chapter is ending that needed to be closed. We will clarify these cards one by one. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles in the recent past for you guys, Taurus. We had the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords. I am telling you, this was a forced kind of energy. So you were so trapped in your mind, you were continuously overthinking, and that overthinking was continuously breaking your heart. You were in pain, you were stressed out beyond words, because maybe your situations regarding your heart, emotions was not working out the way you wanted them to work out. That's why you were kind of literally forcing yourself to focus on the money, job, career, finances, and being practical and logical about each and everything in your life kind of thing, right? It was like you were not able to stop thinking negative, or stop overthinking about a particular situation in your life, about a particular direction in your life or part of your life, you can say. And you were so heartbroken over the fact that things were not working out even if you were trying your best, and you were stressed out beyond words. That's why you felt like, okay, let me just leave each and everything in my life and let me focus on this area, because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, only money and stability and safety matters. Nothing else, no one else can replace that factor, that thing. Okay, currently you are super excited about new ventures, new situations, exploring things, exploring a good life. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. We have the High Priestess, the Justice, the Empress. Hmm. You're so excited to get some kind of balance and justice. You know, your intuition is telling you the good times are coming. Just keep going, Taurus. Good times are coming. Your intuition is telling you you are about to get some kind of karmic justice in your life. You are going to have a lot of growth and expansion and happiness on your way in the coming future, and you're very very excited about that, and you're finding ways to grow in your life so that you can ultimately find the peace and happiness that you are working on from quite a long time now. What is happening here is, Taurus, I'm not saying that you are suppressing something. What I'm trying to say here is that something that you were working on with all of your heart and soul didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out. Now you are super excited because your intuition is guiding you and telling you that you are definitely going to get the karmic justice. Whatever karma, whatever actions you are taking right now is going to lead to major happiness and success in your life, and you're doing it. But I think the inner layer is still disturbed. You know, it's like healing in progress, but you are not completely done yet with the healing part. I'm not saying it's bad or good, I'm just telling you the fact here. By the end of this month, we have the Five of Pentacles. Let's clarify this thing. Let's see what is happening. We have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Cups. Back to where you started, but in a very, very healed and positive way. Okay. Now, by the end of this month, you are going to get the proper clarity and understanding of what real stability and commitment means to you. Yeah. What it means to you in your life and why you want it and what is making you go in that direction again and again and again, even if you don't want to, because at the core of your heart, at the in the deepest layers of your heart, you are full of love. You have so much love, you have so much energy that you want to share with others, but you are not able to find the right kind of dynamic, right kind of group of people or soul tribe or soul family to open up properly. That's why you are going to feel alone. You are going to feel left out in the cold, not by any person, by the whole universe. You are going to feel like, okay, universe, I'm such a good person. I want to share my happiness, my talent, my energies, and I want to, create a soul family kind of dynamic with people who are like me and who are working on the same kind of things that I am working on. Why you are not giving me that kind of people and that kind of energies? The real meaning of stability and commitment to you is not going to be a person, is not going to be somebody who is going to be there for the rest of your life. It's going to convert into this energy of, okay, I have so much love and so much energies and so many ideas to share with the world. Why am I not able to connect with the people, the kind of energies, the kind of soul tribe that is actually meant for me, that is actually made for me? What should I do in order to meet those kind of people or energies? Yeah. So it's like the change in perception regarding commitment, regarding connections, regarding soulful relationships. This is actually helping you to go inside of you and love yourself more and more with each passing day. But at the same time, there is this loneliness or sadness or feeling left out in the cold kind of energy by the whole universe. You feel like nobody is able to understand you. You feel like nobody is able to understand your journey, your feelings, your energies of wanting to create something really beautiful and meaningful for yourself and your soul tribe. So basically, you are ready to meet your soul tribe or soul family or people who really, really, really wants to be with you on your path, but you're not able to find them. And that is going to make you feel a little bit sad, at the same time optimistic and positive too, that you will find them eventually. Yeah, that's the deal. It's like a spiritually alone kind of a feeling, that you are spiritually alone because nobody is able to understand you now, because you have grown so much in every way possible in your life. And now it's very difficult for you to connect with people who are not on your vibration or on your frequency. Yeah, frequency mismatch. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, for you, the guidance here is, I have to see this card, Nine of Cups. See, keep on working on your heart chakra, keep on sending this unconditional love to everything and everyone around you. Keep on working on your vibrations and frequencies. Do not lower down your frequencies or energies to match the, match the people, situations, and things around you. Keep on working on these things. The people, situations, and things that are meant for you on this path of yours will catch up with you sooner or later. And start going out, connecting with people, connecting with energies. I'm not saying, go to random places and with random strangers and do stupid things. What I'm trying to say here is, where you feel you are guided to go out, guided to connect with, just go in those places and you might connect with people. Don't force yourself to do things that you don't want to do, but try to, go out where you are feeling like you are guided to go. That's how you are going to feel like, okay, one or two. Spiritual people rarely have friends. Rarely. I only have one friend in my life. One, you know, and he's kind of a brother like figure to me in my life. My real brother is different, but one friend only. I don't have many people who understands me, but I'm very, very happy because now even if somebody is going to give me, 1 million or something to, lose my peace or lose whatever I have, I will not take it. That's the deal. So I can definitely understand what you're going through, because I have outgrown a lot of people, situation, things in my life, and I also feel sometimes lonely. This is happening with the collective energy also, Taurus, and you are not alone, even if you think you are. Actually, every one of is. But anyways, this lecture I'm going to give you some other time. But try to go out where you are feeling like you're guided to, and then you might start meeting those energies. It's not going to happen like, okay, you are just here and doing nothing and sulking. Not happening. One more guidance from the angel cards. I'm going to read the guidance only for you guys. It's important to have balance. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. Either make your work fun, like you are doing it like, okay, you are just playing and, having fun with it, and or take a break from your work time to time. You should have a balance between your personal and professional life. Otherwise, you are going to just keep on burning yourself and nothing good is coming out of it. So, yep, frequency mismatch it is. Yeah. So, thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.